Trevs show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, we're already talking about an award winner. It's not even the end of the season, I know, and I mean, I could be talking about 2 more award winners, I'm sure. But I'll wait till they announce those. You know how I am. I like to do things officially as opposed to, hyperbole. Anyway, President's Trophy has been clinched already. To be honest, it was probably clinched a long time ago, but today is just mathematically official. Boston Bruins won their 4th President's Trophy since the trophy's existence in 1986. Let's talk about it. Now, keep in mind, as I'm recording this, the Bruins still have 7 games left in the regular season. But point-wise, they've already been awarded the President's Trophy, which, if you're unfamiliar, the President's Trophy is awarded to the team that finishes the NHL regular season with the most points. So as mentioned, this is the Bruins' 4th President's Trophy in team history. Their 2nd one since 2020, which is the year they won it last. So basically what it all means is they will finish the season as Atlantic Division champs. They'll finish the season 1st overall in the league, and they'll have home ice advantage throughout the entirety of the playoffs, however long that playoff run may last. Now, I could go into every record they've set, broke, or made along the way, but I'm saving all that for a different video, with the hope that I'll be making said video, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But what I will say is this season's Boston Bruins have managed to break the team record of most wins in a season with 58. The old record of 57 was set by the 1970-71 Boston Bruins, and they didn't win the cup that season. It's also worth noting that, as it stands, they are the 4th fastest team to clinch the President's Trophy in the trophy's history. As I mentioned at the beginning, the trophy didn't come along until 1986. So there are 3 teams that clinched this trophy faster than they did. While we're here, let's just have a real quick look at their stats. Top of the Atlantic. That's not changing at all. And like I said, they've only played 75 games. They still have 7 to go. 58, 12, and 5 with 121 points. Now I'll get into the wins and points thing in a second. But what I really want to go for is the regulation only wins, the goals for, the goals against, and the differential. That's 160 goals against. Now, the only team who comes close to their total right now is Carolina. And with 7 games left, it's a strong possibility they could finish under 200 in goals against. Because, I mean, really, are they going to let in 40 more goals in 7 games? Come on. So that's a strong possibility. Now, on top of defense being wholly responsible for most of the goals against record there, a lot of it is going to probably fall upon your future Jennings winners for this season in Ullmark and Swayman. I mean, is there any better goalie tandem in the league right now than these 2? Let me know if you got an answer. I think it's also fair to say their trade deadline acquisitions, more and specifically Orlov, Hathaway, and Bertuzzi, have definitely helped out the process as well. They've all bought in, like, whatever they're drinking in Boston, it's working. But let's talk about more things they can look forward to before the end of the season. So the Bruins have a very realistic chance of breaking 2 league records before the season's out, and I'm hoping when I make that Bruins video at the end of the year, I'll be able to talk about that. There's the regular season's wins record, which is currently tied by 2 teams, the 1995-96 Detroit Red Wings and the 2018-19 Tampa Bay Lightning. So 5 more wins in 7 more games. It's very realistic. I mean, you could be that one guy that says that, maybe they tie the record. That's a possibility too. There's also the regular season points record, which is currently at 132. That record being held by the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens. So mathematically, to break that record, they need 6 wins in their last 7 games, which is, again, very, very plausible. So, I'm not going to count chickens, but I'd love to see one of those two break. I mean, the wins record, I think, is a given at this point, but the points record would be nice. And while the Bruins' play has been very dominant this season, and I will eat my crow in a different video, so let's not worry about how I predicted them to do this season, I keep thinking, beware the President's Trophy curse. Because while adding a President's Trophy banner to your ceiling is a very nice thing, and saying you've won it as many times as you have is nice, you automatically think of the teams that have won this trophy and not won the bigger prize, that being the Stanley Cup. But if we want to talk numbers and stats, of the 36 times the President's Trophy has been awarded, only 8 teams have won the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup in the same year. The Red Wings and the Lightning, that hold the regular season wins record, fall in this category. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I think I've learned a lesson in downplaying Boston, but again, we'll talk about that in a different video. Because there's still, like I said, 7 games to play, and then there's the playoffs, and the playoffs are a much different beast, as we all know. So, given how well they've played, and given how history has played itself out, it'd be nice to see if they can go all the way, but we'll save my predictions for my prediction videos. Either way, your President's Trophy's been handed out, and yeah, like I said, they probably had this clinched back in December. I mean, at the All-Star break, they had 100 points. Tell me. Either way, their 4th one in team history. Give me your thoughts on the Boston Bruins winning their 4th President's Trophy. It's not a bunch of hockey shows. Well, thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you've made it here. That's a great thing. Trust me, it helps out the algorithms. The more we help out the algorithms, the better. But if you have made it here, or you just want to say hi, or if you're digging what I'm doing, give me a like. If you want to, that red button that says subscribe all over it, we're going for 250. Let's make that happen. It'll make you feel good. The social that I never use, it's in the description down below. So moving forward, I've been really working on this retired number video. It's taken me a bit, but I'm almost done. I'm hoping I'll have that out by the end of the weekend. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for videos with Trev. Data.